This is Anarchy News.
Okay, so article number one. Excuse me, I got to clear my throat there while the royal wedding 2018 is very nearly here and Prince Charles is going to walk Meghan Markle down the aisle. How exciting. This is top news on MSN. Her dad's ill. I'm sorry for her dad, Thomas Markle Sr. He won't be able to attend the royal wedding, but because it's such a big fiasco and it has to go ahead on Saturday, so Prince Charles, Harry's dad's gonna walk her down instead. It's all very charming and whatnot, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That's just rubbish, really, isn't it? Like, it's such a big deal. The FA Cup finals on the same day as the wedding, so that's tomorrow at the time of recording. Don't know when it's going to be out, but Jesus, this is news, like a really quite long article as well, because he's going to walk her down the aisle. Yeah, right. Okay, so this woman advertised for a boyfriend on Facebook. This isn't... The only reason why this is news is because she went viral. This is BBC 3 articles. She's basically put out a post. Where's the post? Scariest post she's ever written. She must not write very scary posts then, because she's asking for. She wants a date. Rachel Salisbury, if you know her, sorry. She would like a boyfriend. Online dating's such a pain. I can't force myself to use the apps. Well, don't fucking use the apps then. Go out. Do people not go out anymore? People did a bit of matchmaking for their friends. Well, yeah, that still happens. What are you, like 10? She's 28. And wow. This is news. Now, this is a pretty interesting one about a woman called Caitlin Bennett. She wore an assault rifle at a graduation pictures with a little hat that said, "Come and take it." And it's got a nice sniper rifle type scope there, and what's it tied to? I don't know what that white ribbon is. Maybe it's tied to the hat, I don't know. But she did this in protest because the students aren't allowed to carry guns, but guests are. As a person who lives in England, this is completely baffling to me, because why the hell is anyone carrying a gun anywhere? The only people in our country that have guns, that are legally allowed to have guns, should I say, are the police officers, and they hardly ever use them. So why is she upset about the fact that she cannot bring an assault rifle to school or college or whatever she's going? So these people aren't allowed to bring the guns into the buildings, but they can bring it on campus. She told the Kent State the location where 4 unarmed students were shot and killed by the government. So we're referencing 1970. That's 40 years ago. Fair enough. If she's allowed to carry an assault rifle around and take photos with it, then that's what's wrong with America and Donald Trump, obviously. Have you seen the thing going around about Yanni and Laurel? It's a little video clip or a voice clip where there's like 2 people talking and they're different wavelengths. One's high pitch, one's low pitch. One says Yanni, one says Laurel. Well, this one is meant to be a bit different. This is Brainstorm or Green Needle. I'm going to play it for you a couple of times and see what you hear. Okay, so everyone's divided over this, so I can personally just hear Brainstorm all the time, even if I think of Green Needle. I keep thinking of Green Needle and saying Green Needle in my head, but I just hear Brainstorm. I don't know why, I don't know what's going on here, but people are like, can someone fucking explain this to me before I have a breakdown? You don't have to have a breakdown over Brainstorm or Green Needle, I'm sorry, but, whatever you can hear. It's not witchcraft, it's just like a little play on frequencies, and people are going to keep making these now because people are getting fucking wound up about it or confused about it or whatever the hell they're doing. So yeah, that's just a little thing that's going round. New high in petrol prices. Well, if you drive a car, you know this already. It's getting absolutely ridiculous again. It goes up, down, up, down, up, down. Anyway, this is a little article giving you tips on how to save fuel, nonetheless. And it's saying it's £1.24 per litre. That's about right. Shell Garage, it's about 1.24. But we're talking about the AA President Edmund King here, and he's giving you tips on how to save fuel. Fill up at busy petrol stations. No one really wants to queue at a very busy petrol station, but he's saying that they have deliveries every day so they can change the price. Okay, they can change the price, we know that. Choose a big station, so not just a busy one, a big one as well. You know, so they buy their fuel on wholesale market. The big buyers have been able to strike a better deal. Well, that's obvious. Look for a cluster of stations. When there's several stations close together, they'll be more competitive on price. Well, yeah, but if they're buying the fuel all for the same price, they're just going to do it all for the same price. I know some garages do like 20p off or saying in the happy hour or something ridiculous, but that doesn't really happen anymore. And he's saying if you're in the Highlands or the islands of Scotland, you have much less competition than the centre of Manchester. No, that's Renshaw. Don't know who Renshaw is. Do your research, petrol prices, before you go up. You know, you need to plan ahead. After you've filled up, get on petrolprices.com and plan for your next fill up. Yeah. Play the supermarket game. Do never ever fill up your car at a supermarket, okay? That petrol is shit. I don't know what they do to it, but it's shit and it doesn't last and it fucking destroys your car. Don't do it. Pay 10p a litre more at Shell or BP. Do not fill up at Asda or Sainsbury's or Tesco. Number 6, stop by provincial towns. Yep. Where there's airports, motorways, blah, blah, blah. It's going to be more expensive. Go down the golden path where the rent is cheap. Look, we can't all drive to Northampton to fill up our car. It will cost us more to drive there and back than it would just to go to the local one and pay a bit more, you know. Petrol prices suck, yeah, but you got to do it because you got to drive your car. So what do you expect me to do? Drive 100 miles to get 5p off per litre? No, thank you. And the last one of the day, another car-related sort of article. Drivers who park the wrong way at night could face £1,000 fine after falling foul of a little-known rule. Wow. If you park your car going facing the wrong way on the wrong side of the street, you could be fined £1,000. Like, what the hell is this? How does that work? It's saying that it's dangerous to park on an unlit street at night if your car's facing the wrong way. Why? Are people blind? Can they not? They have lights on their car. The lights will shine on your car. Fair enough, it'll probably shine a bit more on the back brake lights sort of thing, but really? You can't see a car that's facing the wrong way? Rule 248 of the Highway Code states you must not park on a road at night facing against the direction of traffic flow unless in a recognised parking space. When did they make this shit up? Why does it matter? That's crazy. Be careful where you're parking, everyone.